Good morning, good afternoon. Sorry, I've just realised I'm wearing an extra scarf in here and it's not actually that cold. So let me just take care of that first, get this out of the way. And then good afternoon. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. I'm your other host, Shorty, and it's New Comic Book Day, as is so often the case on Tuesdays. And we've got a lot of stuff today. So bear with me. I'm going to try and get through as quick as I can, though, because it's like half term and there's a lot more people in town, and I don't want to stay closed for any longer than I have to. And as you all know by now, I do have to close the shop up when I'm doing this, so I don't get random people wandering in I have to respond to, and really breaks the flow of what I try to do here. So we're going to start with manga, graphic novels, etc., move on to merchandise, and then do comic books at the end. There's going to be some pauses. Windblade, you're disappointed. There's going to be some pauses because I have to move some stuff around because once again, there's quite a lot of stuff, but there isn't everything I expected. Start from missing Hulk issue 2 second printing, which was ordered specifically for somebody. I don't know why it hasn't arrived. I think it might have been a mispick. But we're also missing 2 different Transformers toys. I want to say Hot Rod at least, and one other I can't remember on top of my head. When I go through them, the person watching this called Windblade will be able to figure out which ones are missing because they've all been ordered for him. It'll be nice and easy. He'll know what's going on, but he's also going to be mildly disappointed. I've already raised the shortage. Fingers crossed they'll arrive next week. Or maybe it's just a box that's gone awry because that's a chunk of action figures all not turning up is unusual. But let's just get on with it, shall we? Starting with something that I thought was finished, or maybe I don't know if it's back order. We've never had it before, but One Piece 98, woohoo! And what is new? Record of Ragnarok. The gods raise up whom they would destroy. I honestly don't really know what's going on this one, but I think I just saw the cover and liked the title and thought, yay, that looks awesome. One thing that I do know about, new Junji Ito. This one, I believe, the collection of Junji Ito's early sorts. Yeah, it's a collection of stories. And because he's popular, we've got a few. So hopefully people want those, they'll be able to get them. Wind, Volume 2 hardback. I think that's been ordered for somebody. The latest reprint of Sin City, Volume 3, The Big Fat Kill. We do have the extra special one at the bottom here, but I'm not going to open that up. It's cute. Onto X-Men stuff related now. Wow, yeah, we've got a big chunk of X-Men related stuff. Way of X, Volume 1, which is going out to somebody. Marauders, which will be in store. Wolverine and X-Force also in store, but Reign of X, which will be sent off somebody. From AWA, Fight Girls. Never actually picked something that came up, but it was getting fairly solid reviews, so I thought I'd give the trade a little going. Something that I have actually ordered way more than I wanted to. We don't really get asked for Deceased this much, so I don't know why I've got 4 of them, but I've got 4 copies of Deceased, but at least I'm probably not going to run out anytime soon. DC Comics Generations Volume 2, we have Volume 1 sat there, so I might as well get Volume 2. Terry Moore's Serial Volume 2, it's now completed. It's been an absolutely delightful thing to read. Parasomnia, sorry, just a bit of packing paper back there, which is what I was getting. It is gloriously gothic, genuinely excellent. I hope somebody who does buy that and enjoys it. You Promised Me Darkness from the lovely folks at Behemoth. Sorry, Behemoth, there we go. It is a wonderful, confusing, psychedelic work all done in black and white artwork. It is absolutely worth checking out, though. Not All Robots, one of the things that came so close to making my best of the year list last year, didn't quite make it because I sometimes wasn't sure if it was being as serious as it was trying to be, but it was still very, 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 very enjoyable. And Batman the Imposter, which I was going to read because I only got to read issue 1 of it, and I did enjoy it, but it was one of those I couldn't really justify putting even more stuff on my pull list, but it's all sealed up, so I can't read it. Another one that's sealed up, but it makes a lot more sense, we have Lost Girls from Alan Moore. We've got a couple of copies of this. Also, Melinda Garrick, sorry, Gebby. Don't want to claim it's just him on his own, but we have 2 very big volumes of this one. One of which has been reserved. Sorry, I have to find somewhere to put these. I think I do have 1 spare. And we also have All the Marvels, which is actually a prose work that looks interesting. And in this box, Frank Miller's Big Fat Kill hardcover. So it's volume 3. Put these out of the way a little bit, which should give you a little bit of room to maneuver things. So a lot of graphic novels, a lot of manga. Right, on to action figure stuff. I'm going to try and get through this in ways that make sense, but apologies if it's a little bit around the place. There's a lot of stuff that's came in, and some stuff which hasn't, which is, again, frustrating. First off, we have the Transformers Legacy. I do like this style of packaging. Not quite as eye-catching, but I do like it. That is Lift Ticket, of which we have 2. Go down there. And then we have, and I do quite like this one, Autobot Blaster and Eject, which is basically the Autobot version of Soundwave, from what we can gather. And we've got a few of those. I'm fairly sure the guy who ordered these only ordered one of them. I think I've ordered the rest because I just really like the figures and I thought they look cool. But just in case you wanted an actual Soundwave, yes, we have Soundwave as well. And once again, we've got 3 of that. So we're going absolutely covered for those. The only other Transformers things we have are the Studio Series little mini ones. I was going to say it's called Bumblebee. It's not a Shockwave. I'm trying to get a bit of light on there, but these are not very well packaged. And Ravage as well, which actually feels like that one is the correct size. Both from Bumblebee, I believe. Yes, Transformers Bumblebee. So yeah, that's all the Transformers stuff. So Windblade is probably now going like, well, where's the rest of my stuff? Yeah, sorry, man, it is what it is. Star Wars now, something he didn't order, but I quite like. So I always liked these cannons when I was a kid. It is from The Mandalorian. It's the Navarro Cantina playset, which includes Imperial Death Trooper Navarro, which is the only action figure you get. Ignore these 2. They're not in there. But you get this fella, which I believe, I've seen these cannons before. It might actually be the one where you can get that action figure. It does sometimes happen this way, and they end up being really, really collectible because you have to buy an entire set to get them. We've got an X-Wing over there, which basically is huge and expensive, but it is the only way to get a certain action figure, and as such, I've seen that action figure go for over half the cost of the actual X-Wing. But we do also have Star Wars-wise, I believe it's for Windblade, Star Wars Bad Batch Wrecker, who's ever so pretty. Right, on to Marvel things now, because we've got some of the Legends, the latest Multiverse of Madness ones, which is the Defender Doctor Strange to start with. Then we have America Chavez, which is the first time we've had it as an action figure in store, which I think is very, very cool. A different version of Doctor Strange. I think this is the regular version of Doctor Strange. America. Marvel's Wong, which I quite like that as actually having an action figure, and the other Doctor Strange in astral form. This is a few of them missing Despair and Sleepwalker. And Master Mordo, but I believe we do have those on order, and when they all come together, you can make Rintrah, that fella there. Let me shift these out of the way a little bit so I can then move on. Don't worry, we're not quite done yet. The last bit of merchandise, though, we have 2 of these, one of which is spare. And looking at the people watching this, at least 2 of them have been commenting on it so far, at least. One of them ordered this, and theirs is in the back waiting. And the other one probably really, 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 really wants it but can't afford it. But we have that as well. Right, now I'm on to comic books. You have to give me a second here, because now I've cleared all the stuff off my counter. I can I can go and grab my boxes of comic books moving a little bit closer, which I couldn't do until I moved all the merchandise. So just bear with me unos momentos. It's not like it's a crazy week for comic books, but there's a lot of stuff where we've got a lot of them. I really do want it and probably can't afford it. I bet she's £100 plus. Yeah, I mean, give me a second. See if I can find out how much Marvel. Probably about 120, 130 quid, something around that. I'm not. That's just quick maths in my head. Transformers, yes, Wheeljack, and God, I knew we were missing Hot Rod, but yeah, Wheeljack, both of which have been raised as shortages, as well as the Hulk second printing. So I apologise. I don't know what's happened to them. I've not had it. Let me just double check. I don't think I've had an email yet. Load up. No emails yet actually explaining what's happened to them. So all I can do is apologise, and fingers crossed we will actually get something fairly soon and figure out what's going on. Just realised, check my emails. I have an email telling me that I'm live on YouTube. It's nice that emails are going to send. I'm getting emails sent about that. Right. Okay. Comic books. Try and get through these quickly. Action Comics, which is carrying on with everything that's been happening with Superman at the moment. I do like that cover. It's not like it's particularly inventive, but it's fun. Agretsuko out of The Office, which has just been carrying on. A brand new, all new Firefly, which, yeah, seems to vaguely look like it's following on from previous comic books, but it's been a while since I've read them, so I'm not 100% sure. Amazing Spider-Man, which I believe is just a regular Spider-Man, issue 90, not part of the Dot Bay. Aquaman, Green Arrow, Deep Target, followed very quickly by Aquaman, covers A and B. I think we've got all those ordered. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man. We did have a spare of this one, but literally somebody's been in this morning and claimed the last one. Black Hammer Reborn, for the people who love their Black Hammer stuff. Black Widow. I do like the covers for Black Widow. They're always interesting. Bladerunner Origins, which I think was supposed to be in last week, but has now arrived. Blue and Gold issue 6. I do like that cover. It's almost like a classical kind of mix with contemporary stuff going on there. Bolero issue 2. I read and reviewed and thoroughly enjoyed issue 1. I'm wondering if anyone's down for issue 2. I can't remember. If not, I'm going to read that one. Big stack of Berserker, which is, for people who are not aware, Keanu Reeves' comic book. What should I say? Matt Kint's comic book with Keanu Reeves helping out. Captain Marvel, issue number 36. Last of the Marvels. I'm not sure what event is going on there. Carnage Forever. I'm a little bit confused on what's going on with the Carnage Forever kind of stuff, because I know there is an actual Carnage comic starting up, which I'm not entirely sure if this is it. Somebody gets blue and gold. But we've got the regular cover and a variant of it. Now, it says Ram V is involved in it. There's also an awful lot of people involved at the same time, including Rosenberg. He's awesome. So I think there is going to carry on as a different series. This one, I'm very happy to have finally arrived. Charlie mentioned Spring issue 9. It was like a year ago this was supposed to come out. We never got sent it for whatever reason. I've got it on back order since. Dark Ages issue 5, looking all carnageified there, but that is just a regular cover. That is the variant, which is a particularly nice variant. And again, I'm looking at you, Dragons. Dark Interlude. This is for me and one other person, and the order code for this one is January 2020. That's when I placed the order for that one, and it's only just arrived now. So, but that isn't like a delay that we messed up or anything. That's literally when it's finally come out. DC versus Vampires. I need to move some lights around. I'm trying to get better lit behind here so you can see these a bit clearer. But I always worry there's too much lights going on. Then anything that's wrapped in plastic, you're not going to see what it's going to be like. Just nothing but reflection. Deathstroke, like that, lots of reflection. Deathstroke Incorporated and the variant cover. Another one for me, which I've been looking forward to. I think it's gone back to the regular thing. No, Samson. So it's different artist still. But Department of Truth, which is still one of my favorite things I'm reading, with the variant cover. Not a huge difference in the covers, stylistically at least, but I'm still glad I get the variant for that one. Carrying on the weekly releases of Detective Comics, including House of Gotham. A bit of Devil's Reign, only a little bit this week. Villains for Hire. And I like the fact that they've got that Captain America as the villain. Elektra next, but Black, White, and Blood. A nice use of negative space there. From Blood issue 2. I still not read issue 1 of that one, but we've got a couple kicking around if anyone wants to give it a try. Big release of this week in terms of new stuff, though, is Ghost Rider issue 1. We have a lot of it. Not even all these have been taken as well. There's a few which are going spare. Second stuff sliding over. But I am looking forward to giving this one a read and a review. That cover is just so Ghost Rider, it's untrue. But we do have Mirror Shades, whatever variant cover. I don't know why they did that one, and a Scotty Young one. I'm not sure if either of those have been taken, but I have a feeling I know who's gone for this Scotty Young one if it is. Girl Power Stone Ghost with variant, and good old-fashioned Gunslinger Spawn there for me as well. Right, so now I can move this box back where it needs to go and move on to the second box, and then we'll be done and you can carry on your day. Hello. We're about to get to a comic book which I'm generally intrigued by. It's from Behemoth, and anyone who's been paying attention to these for a while, or to me at all, will know how much I dislike the Black Label supersized prestige format ones. We're about to see something that's quite the opposite of that one in just a second. But before we get to that one, Harley Quinn, which Rossmo back on the artwork, so I'm going to check that one out. Their artwork's been absolutely brilliant. But this is it from Behemoth, Heavy Metal Drummer. It is only a marginally smaller comic book. I'm going to put those up to compare. So you can see bottom mickle there, top not so much. Same width, like it's, it'll fit into a bag nice and easy. I really like the back of it. It's got a kind of Dan Warren Johnson feel to it, which is also heavy metal, so very, very cool. That one is just for me at the moment. I do have a spare if anyone's interested, but I'm definitely looking forward to reading it. House of Slaughter, carrying on. Human Target. Now, I have been enjoying this one. I'm reading it, but it's not my pull list. I think it's going to be one that I'm going to grab when it's fully done in trade. Iron Man, we have the regular and the Black History Month variant. Somebody has asked for a variant, the Gwen variant that hasn't arrived. It's not an invoice for us, and it's listed as in stock. So if you're watching this and thinking, where's my thingy variant? I have raised it. Apparently, we should get it next week. I don't know why they didn't send it out with this week. Miles Morales Spider-Man, the Assessor and Quantum return to finish Miles off. I imagine there's a lot of stuff going on there, but we do also have, which is the Gwen X variant for that one. I don't know if I ordered. Maybe they sent us the wrong Gwen X variant. Oh yeah, very Ironheart. Monstrous. Talk about negative space. That is very, very cool. Yeah, I think Tom King does write brilliantly for something which can come out monthly, and there's always enough points in the story that can leave you wanting more. But in terms of sitting and reading and enjoying them, I've always preferred it. Go back and read Vision from the start, and Mr. Miracle, and Supergirl. I'm really looking forward to starting again. All of this stuff just has a great feel to that. Ms. Marvel Beyond the Limit, one that again feels like this came out ages ago, but it's the last one now. James Stoker's Orphan and the Five Beasts. Finally, issue of something from AWH I've been thoroughly enjoying and really looking forward to. And I'm saying I'm looking forward to it because I finished He Who Fights with Monsters recently, I think, which was also from AWA, and the ending was really quite disappointing. But we now have the final issue of this one, which has been a little bit more intense. So I'm hoping that's going to end on a high note. Phoenix Song Echo, for the people to get that. Another one for me, because it's Ram V, and I'll get almost anything they do. Radio Apocalypse. Red Shift from Scout. It's taken a long time for this to get to issue 5. Robin. It's like Nick on the corner there. Do apologise. Another one for me. Simon Spurrier, I believe. Yeah. This Hungry Earth reddens under snow-clad hills. I just love the title of that. It's brilliant. I know it's actually called The Rush, but that is the better title. I've loved every single issue of it. The second issue of the Return of the Saga. Shang-Chi, issue 9 for the one person who gets that one, and Silk issue 2 for the one or two people who get that one. Silver Surfer Rebirth, which has a lot of classic feel to it, but also was just all over the place. Sonic the Hedgehog. The next really big release for this week, which isn't one of the major publishers, is another Cy Spurrier one, Step by Bloody Step. Now, I'm going to be reviewing this one. I think I'm going to struggle to review it. So I want everyone who's watching this to go and poke around the internet and find out about it. If you don't really know what this one's about, have a look and see what they're trying to do. And ask yourself, how interested are you in it? It does sound very cool to me. Strange Academy, for the winter formal issue. Task Force Z issue number 5. Teen Titans Academy, final issue of that one. Hang on. I know it's been cancelled, but if that's last year, there's one more to come. Telepaths, cover on the cover, always fun to do. New Transformers one, War's End, which mainly is the people who get all the other Transformers stuff. One for me, Two Moons, still excellent, really nice artwork. Usagi Yojimbo, Lone Going Kid, so spin-off, and I think reprinting something that's been out for a while. We Ride Titans. I'm looking forward to reading this one because issue 1 left me kind of wanting more, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to enjoy that one as much as I want to, or if I'm going to be disappointed that it doesn't deliver what I expect it to. X Lives of Wolverine, otherwise known as the 10 Lives of Wolverine, matching the 10 Deaths of Wolverine with the very, very awesome variant cover there. Right, that is everything. I'm going to have to cut this short because I've been going for almost 20 minutes, and I've got to open the store again so I can let customers in and sell things because, we sell things here. It's what we do. Speaking of which, if you want anything, get in contact. Find us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok even. Pretty much search Ka-Pow Comics UK or at Ka-Pow Comics UK. You'll be able to find us somewhere. And if you see anything that you like or want to order anything from us, we use League of Comic Geeks. You can basically go and set your account up there and then find our store, sync with us. Phone's going off there. And we can then set your pull list and even post things out. And we do our best to make sure they get there safe. But that's it for me for now. You're probably not going to get a review tonight, so check back tomorrow for the first of 3 or 4 reviews this week. Until then, look after each other, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.